can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr., 160 pounds, 5'11" tall with a reach of 74. And facing him, it's Sugar Ray Leonard, tipping the scales at the limit, 160 pounds. He's got a reach of 70.5 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Lands the jab. So much firepower here. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That hook doesn't score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Missing with the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Swing and a miss with that hook. No defense for that hook. Pretty close fight here in this round. I've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Beautiful counter punch. They threw the hook. It didn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need... And there's the bell to start the round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Swing and a miss with the jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Swing and a miss with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
They ring the bell, and here we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
No rest for the weary. And that jab just missed with the left hand. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. One very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
He's knackered, man. He's knackered.
Don't let him get back into this fight. Come on, you got this. Don't let him off the hook.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The right hook misses. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
So important now that in the first minute...
Mate, he's shattered.
And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. You'd like to see more jabs. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He threw the hook, didn't land. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. You can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Swinging a miss with the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is the time.
Don't let him get back into the
Shot score. Don't let him get back into this fight. Come on, you've got this. Don't let him off the...
They ring the bell, and here we go. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Well done with that counter shot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.
And there's the bell to start the round. Jab not finding its target. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Both men step back for just a moment. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
Sluggers just want to mold you down. They want to walk straight through you as though you do not exist. You got to be fit for this one.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Ooh, a stiff jab.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. The jab doesn't quite connect. Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
A flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front of you, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fist. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. They have no respect for each other's punching power. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Talk about Wilder in that last round. The game plan does... They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. They'll get knocked out. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
We better start respecting each other's punching power. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And Deontay Wilder got clipped. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. The bronze bomber goes down. He's back on his feet, but at some point you have to think about the next fight and not this one.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurt, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Do you believe what we're seeing? We're at the halfway point, and there's no doubt who's won this round so far. He misses with that jab.
Perfect game plan. The thing is,
Oh, Wilder just got clipped, and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Leonard, look at his corner.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. We're hoping for... That big hook doesn't land. Can't land the jab there. Nice counter. What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
The jab not finding its target. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
The jab not finding its target. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small, put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Listen, kid, you're so close. Keep doing what you're doing.
Pull over him. He's ready to...
They ring the bell, and here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. The jab not finding its target. That jab misses. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing you, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Beautiful counter punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. A swing and a miss. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they throw a shot. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because...
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. And he misses with that straight left. This fight has a real good flow to it. Swing and a miss with that hook. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Misses with the jab. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's Talk about Loma in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
This killer. How many rounds do you spar at the gym? How much work have you put in?
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Misses with the straight left. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? It's all offense, all the time.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're gonna find out.
One punch can change everything in this battle. He misses with that straight left. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
So close, tired, but you're not tired. You're doing so much work at camp. What?
You think you're tired, but you're not tired. Don't be trying to bomb this.
You're acting like you're tired. You're thinking you're tired. How many rounds do we spar at the gym? How much work have you put in at the gym? All your training you've done, all your sacrifices you've done. Come on.
Your breath back. Listen, you're not tired. You think you're tired, but you're not.
Go out there and just box him. Don't be stupid.
You're gonna tire yourself out more. I just want you to get out there and box.
Round. Go out there, box him, get your breath back, and then we'll go.
Take the minute, get your breath back. Listen, you're not.
And there's the bell to start the round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can't land that jab. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with that jab. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Nice counter shot. Talk about Chavez in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Let's get that jab. The straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Joker's going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Perfect counter shot. Oh, ay caramba! Julio Cesar Chavez in trouble. Thought for a second of getting out of trouble, but now he's right back in the phone booth.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The perfect counter lands. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. And there's the bell to start the round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Looking to land the hook. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got level skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up.
And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. Hook misses. Smokin' Joe won that gold medal in the '64 Olympic Games. One of the all-time great legends. When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you. Smokin' Joe may go! Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Big shot, and down goes Ali.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown. And there's the bell to start the round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full bell, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
No rest for the weary. The right hook just missed. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting. Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Frazier being much more selective with his punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the...
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
What are you doing?
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali. His fights against George Foreman. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he just missed with that left jab. Punch, counter punch. When you're facing a longer opponent like this, you gotta get inside.
Todd, reach as well as speed, reach as well as power. What more can a fighter ask for?
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And there's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Looking to land the hook. Nice stop, but that won't score. Good counter punching. A swing and a miss with the right hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Listen to me, are you okay?
Okay, focus.
A lot of work needs to be done in this. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. No rest for the weary. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. True champion knows how to get out of trouble after they get into trouble, and that's what he's done right there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. That counter shot lands. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Just miss with that hook. Not a lot of punch out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Suck it up. Breathe. Come on, suck it up. Acting like you're tired. You're thinking you're tired. But how many rounds do we spar in the gym?
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
There's a counter shot. The straight right just misses. That right hook catching air. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems, but that moment of trouble has passed.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He threw the hook, didn't land. A very competitive round. And there's the bell to start the round. That jab misses. The straight right just misses. There's nothing quite like a fight night at night under the stars.
How picturesque is this, Todd? How perfect is this? It's perfect for us, not for the fighters because they're the ones getting hit, but for us, how picturesque is this? This is what it's all about. This is the beauty of our sport.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.